Welcome back, my friends. Welcome to another lecture where we are going to fix some of the, I'm not going to say issues, but some of the things that we have left unfinished. Now here we do need to have a couple more routes. The first one, I'm just going to Control C, and sometimes it's not working. So PHP artisan route list, and I want to put here for the admin, I want to have a couple of more things. Admin/login should go to the login page, right? But we're going to use separate controller for that, and that is the controller that we do have here. It says login admin controller, and that will hit the index, and here we will say login admin. Very good. Now this one will be /login here. Now one should be get as this one should be post. So we have two logins, one should be get and one should be post. Remember, post should be for when we are submitting something, right? I'm just going to copy it again, and I'm going to go here. I'm just going to change here the method login. Now in the login admin, we don't have, I'm just going to public function login and return true, or return just true. Should be enough, because it's going to give us an error. Now we do have two routes here. By the way, they do have the same name, they go in the same route, but one should be post. The one that should go to the login should be post. Now save it and up. So here we do have one login add HTTP controllers, login admin controller does not exist. And this one is not exist, it's not showing us here, because look at this route here. Now this is in the other folder called Auth, right? This login admin controller is located inside the Auth folder, inside the controllers. And that's the problem. So how we can fix this? We can just say auth / and we can just put it auth / save it, and now do it again, and here it is. Sure, we do have two logins, right? One is hitting the login, the other one is hitting the index. Very good. Now also we need to change a couple of things here. For example, we need to go back to the login admin controller. One is returning the view, and let's now test it out. And sure it does. Here it is. I've just refreshed. Now we do have this new image, and it's a admin login, because the view, it's loaded from the auth folder login -admin. Now this form is working, but when we are trying to submit, we need to actually fix this login part. Logic will be super simple. And here we're just going to validate a couple of things. So this validate. So we're going to validate the email only, not like that, request. And we are going to validate the email. The email should be required, and it should be email. The second one should be the password, and the password should be required only. If you want to put more restrictions there, you're welcome to do this. Semicolon here. Now, the first thing that we need to check now, if we are attempting to sign in the user with this. If not, then we are just going to return it back. Now, return redirect back. So this will happen if we fail to authenticate our users. So we're going to use auth, and I think we have it here, but just I'm going to import it. Here it is. So this auth, so I'm going to use guard, and the guard that we just created, admin, and we will attempt it and inside we will just put in all the credentials here. Email, and the email should come from request email form, right? And the second one will be the password, and that should come from request password. Now, if this is doing its own thing, the next part is request to remember. Remember, very good. Now, if this is true, what we need to do is only to return, redirect the user to the intended place. Intended, we haven't used this so far, means that if, for example, I'm going to say route, in where we're going to send it, this guy here, this guy we're going to send it to just admin, right? So, for example, if I'm trying to access the admin straight away, it will shoot me back to the login page. But when I do login successfully, remember, it will go to the intended place, to the admin part, right? That is what intended means. Now, we're done with this part, but we need to change one more thing. In this blade, we need to change it because here login blade, the login part is missing, right? Now we need to just specify where we need to submit our form. So the route should be login. So we should put the route login admin here. I think, and that will work. Now I'm just going to refresh here to see something is happening. I'm just gonna go. I'm not. If I go to this login, it will go to the user's login. So admin/login. Very good. Oops. In here, if I put the credentials, admin@gmail.com, and if I put 1 through 9, it should undefined variable request. Okay, we have somewhere mistake. And the mistake is obvious. Remember here, we don't have any request. So if you look at it, the login form here from authenticated users, we need this same one. Okay, now if I refresh, should be able to see, here it is, going straight to the dashboard. Nice, very good. One more thing that I would like to do right now is I'm gonna open I'm just gonna close everything now, and I'm gonna explain it later. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to open up here. So we are done with the layout. We are done with the SaaS. So we are done with Auth. So I just want to go open up this one here and find the navigation, right? And this navigation is similar to nav.blade that we have before. So where is it? Log out. Here it is. Now, in our old navigation, we have the guest, and we are trying to see if it's logged in or not. And we are showing this login or register if we are not logged in or registered, right? Now here, we need to grab a couple of parts. For example, I'm going to grab this LI here. I'm just going to copy it, and I'm going to put it down there, somewhere down here. Now, we need to change not too many things. So first, I do have this A toggle here, the same one. You need to see it, but it's empty. Right now, there is nothing inside. So I'm just gonna copy this auth user, and this will grab the username. Here will be probably administrator, right? Because our user is administrator. Username, sorry. So I'm done with this part. I'm just gonna close it. Now, what else we need here is we need to be able to log out, right? I'm going to use everything same. Just because here even we have the same class name, and I'm just going to delete this guy here, and I am going to copy. I'm just going to delete the user profile, and I'm going to copy the entire form from here, and I'm going to put it there, right? So what I've done, I've just copied it and cleaned the form. Now, this is what you need to have. Your the first one should have your name inside, and the last part you should have, sorry, from here, settings. If you want, you can delete the settings as well, but you don't need it. So this is the logout, but in order to work, you need to have this form as well. So now I'm going to save it, and I'm going to refresh it. I hope I'm not, here it is. I do have the administrator now, and I do have the logout. So if I click now, I would be able to use the same logout functionality for our sessions for both administrators and users. Now I can log in as a user, hotmail.com. Okay, what happened? Okay, here it is. I'm gonna do but whatever I want. So if I want to go to the admin, I would not be able to go there. So it will redirect me. So if I try to go to admin login, I would be able to go there. But because I'm still as a guest, so I need to first log out, and I need to go to admin login, and this will be admin gmail.com, and we are there. So we can't go anywhere because we are logged in as administrator. So what we have done, the last part, we have just add functionality to this nav bar here to show our name and to log us out. Pretty much cool. Now we can't go to the users because we are using the guard for the admins. Now we do have this admin login and admin login, and it's hitting both login and index methods. Now the index method in our login admin controller is just returning the new form that we created, and the other form is where we are validating our request and we are attempting to log in as administrator. So if we are logging our intended route that we want to go, I'm straight going to redirect them to the login page. So this is what's happening. That's why it's go there. Now what else we need here? Sorry, I'm flicking around. You need to see the web. Again, we create two separate new routes. Admin login. By the way, we can just group these all and put a prefix because we all going to use admin. So we're going to do that in future. It's not going to be like this. So here I'm specifying in the auth folder. Remember, we had a problem with this. It wasn't going where it should go, right? That is pretty much it, how this lecture is summarizing what we have done. Now you have specific, I'm just going to save it here. Now you have a specific way of registering multiple authentication or multiple authentication levels. For example, now we have admins and we have the users. So from admin part, now you can register new admin. You can do whatever you want, and this is the information coming from. It's hard coded. It's not coming from the database. So we're going to change this layout. But this was the most important part. We created a new admin model, which is similar to the user model. Also, what we have done is we've created this. What we have created is in our config file, auth, we just registered, that was the first thing we registered the guards so we can be able to log the users as administrator. So if you don't know what I've done, just watch it again, the lecture, see what I've done, and now you know the logic behind it. You have the separate login form for admin login, and okay, yeah, it's spelled right, wrong. So that's it, and we have separate login for our users. But that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this lecture. It wasn't too. I hope it wasn't too difficult, but it is a little bit tricky. But now you know how to do it, and in future, if you practice it, it will be everything. It will be easy from now. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed, and see you in the next lecture.